I really don't know what to say anymore. I cannot get this story out of my head. This demented VHS tape really ruined my childhood and it was disturbing. You guys know about the show Veggie Tales? It talks about God and how he is always there for us. One episode taught you that God is bigger than anything. But I do not know what to say about this one lost episode from the show. Here is the story. Hi, my name is Gabriel. I am a huge fan of Veggie. I always loved the show. The first Veggie Tales episode I watched was called Are You? It taught me to always love my neighbor. It even came with a silly song called The Hairbrush Song. I watched all the episodes except for one, which was called God Wants Me to Forgive Them. But it turns out, I got a demented copy of the episode. Here is the story. So it was a nice summer day. I was watching the Veggie Tales episode Rack Shack and Benny. Until something popped to my mind. I said to myself. Then I searched up the episode. There were no other actual copies until I got to the bottom result. So I clicked on it and it read. Veggie Tales, God Wants Me to Forgive Them, original tape, totally new, totally original. There was only one copy available and it cost $14.99 just for it. I said to myself. Wow, why that much? Oh well, I've never watched this episode anyway. So I clicked add to cart and then I bought it. It said, your delivery will be in 9 weeks. Thank you for your service. I said to myself. 9 weeks? What will I do in the next 9 weeks? As a teen, I am super impatient. So I just waited for my package to arrive. 9 weeks later my parents were going on a date all night. They said they would be back tomorrow morning. Now I have a chance to watch the episode. As soon as they walked out the door, my package finally came. I asked the mailman politely. What took you so long? He said. Budget cuts. Then he walked away. I yelled. What do you mean budget cuts? Thanks to the 90s, I got an old VCR from my basement and then I plugged it in. I then opened up the VHS tape. It looked like it was in very bad condition. It looked like a cardboard box with a printed Google image of the original VHS tape that was glued on it. I thought I got scammed but there was actually a tape in there. But the weird thing was that the print date of this tape was February 8, 1994, which was the day before the actual episode came out, which was February 9, 1994. I said to myself, this might be a beta version of the episode itself. After that, I put the tape inside the VCR. The normal intro started for a few seconds until Bob the Tomato said,
Okay, Larry, it's time for the theme song.
After he said that, the video went black for 5 seconds. On April 27th, I decided to watch this early Veggie Tales. Cause Veggie Tales didn't came out in 1987. It only came out in 1993. I remember it all very clearly. Veggie Tales 1987 begins with no intro at all. It just said Veggie Tales, copyright 1987 Big Idea Productions. Then, the episode finally began. It begins with Junior and Laura smiling. They looked just like their 1990s designs. The other characters were slightly different. They were in the school while singing the Bye Bye Birdie song Put on a Happy Face. Suddenly they stopped singing as a bully that looked like Fib from Larry Boy and the Fib from Outer Space walked. They then arrived at Junior's house. Junior was playing with a butterfly. One of
out of the game.
What? But I'm like the star of the show. It'll be alright, Woody. Just make sure to pull some pranks while I'm Whoa, wait a second.
I was on my way to jet flying class.
Good one.
How dare you!
If anyone else is suited to do pranks around here, it's you, Woody. I may be out of the game, but I think I found the new star of my show.
Junior then said,
I am an asparagus, not a broccoli. Now can you please leave me alone?
Tom Great then said,
Well, you look like a broccoli, you little 5-year-old no one.
Junior said in a breaking voice.
But God made me special. I'm not a no one.
Rosie Great then said,
You are now. Ha ha.
as they laughed at Junior. I expected the grapes of wrath to say that Junior had cheese on his head or call him Bean Boy. But this is messed up. Junior's eyes then filled with tears. Except that the tears were red. Then he ran inside his house crying.
Dad, those jerks are bullying me.
Ignore them. Junior then said. Damage. Bob and Larry walked into the classroom looking shocked, but their designs were slightly different. Bob, he has black dots for his eyes. Larry, his pupils are blue and he has two large square-shaped teeth like SpongeBob SquarePants. Not come out of my mind. It was too disturbing and sad. I took their word and tried to forget about it for 2 weeks. But I couldn't do it. So I wanted to forget about it by going to Sky Zone. Then while I was jumping on a trampoline,